Okay, look, I loved the movie Wicked, but even I have to admit, this is a little over the top.
I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings, and I can share them.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry.
Yeah. And
I've seen this week people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
I didn't know that was happening.
Every day in the Emerald City is a pride parade.
Oh my God,
right?
yeah.
I mean, look at like...
That's actually great.
But it's true.
Yeah.
Even like the chickens.
Being green, yes, I loved playing this character. But every time I took the makeup off, I loved who I was even more. So I've come away feeling really beautiful.
It's just you f***ing are. Holy shit.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it on a couple posts. I don't know how widespread, but I am in queer media, so.
Yeah.
Those
Snow
chickens
leopard with
are
the little
gay.
cape. Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
I mean, Dr. Dillman in that Bodhi cardigan.
Oh.
Let's wake it up.
Let's
Let's talk about it. I want that cardigan, and let's just talk for a minute about him and his little custom tea device as well, his little
Yeah.
teacup.
This is also my first time ever doing a jump.
You have been the light of the day. You are
truly-
such a gift.
You brought such light into the room. Thank you very much.
We
for
appreciate
coming
you.
into this room today.
you.
We needed to come in.
The Wicked interviews. Oh my goodness. I have been seeing these all over TikTok for the past 2 to 3 weeks with so many people looking at these interviews and wondering why in the world are they crying all the time? Them being Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande.
Not to make it about us in any way. It's just you found your own light. It's gone. Put the glasses on. How did we get here? We already started.
What's your rate for our therapy session? Please. How much do we owe you?
And it's gotten to the point where so many people over on TikTok are making fun of them.
What's your favorite drink?
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, this just makes me feel. Oh my God. My favorite drink. Oh
What's your favorite fruit is?
Oh my God. Oh, excuse me, this is just a bit of an emotional question for me.
I'm
I don't know
here.
what to do.
I'm here. I feel you. I'm here, Cynthia.
Ariana, I love you.
I love you too.
And Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo actually addressed it at the Wicked premiere in London.
There still may be tears yet. The night is young.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I'm really sorry. We're really sorry.
It just happens.
It's really
It
emotional.
happens. We can't help it. We're trying our best. But there's a lot of emotional things that happen, and we're just going with it.
Yeah, you need to understand. It's
We're
been like
weeping,
3 years, people.
Sopping hearts.
There's a lot
We've had to
going
keep
on.
this in for such a long time.
And it's a full circle moment for both of you.
Why does emotional availability scare you so?
I'm ready to cry now.
Why is that? Let us weep. And love.
It's out of happiness.
It's out of joy.
And joy.
No, and honestly, this is a PSA. So sorry, guys.
It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it.
I can't imagine. And you know what? If you're
We're
in the
just gonna
comments saying
be-
how annoying it is, I'll say it
We
first.
can't help it.
I've said
it's
it
not
first.
on purpose.
I'm annoyed. I'm tired. My tear
We are
ducts-
tired. I can't even. I
I'm
felt the same
tired.
thing outside. I was like, I'm
Emotionally
so tired.
One interview went so viral that even other news outlets like Variety reached out to the interviewer to get a clear statement about what she was specifically asking Cynthia Erivo about, and her reply was just really ridiculous. These interviews are finally making their way over to Twitter, and let me just say, people over there are also finding them incredibly cringe.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
So let's just watch them together, shall we? Now, a lot of people are saying that this is giving theater kid energy, but you have to understand, not everyone is a theater kid. So this comes across as incredibly cringe to a normal viewing audience, like just wanting to see these characters talk about the movie Wicked, and then hearing and seeing all of this crying, and it seeming as if these two ladies actually think that they are the people who they are portraying in the movie.
You have to be good and you have to be kind to everybody.
Whoa.
And she is a good witch.
Yeah, that's the message.
You know what I mean? It's that impact.
A lot of movies are impactful, and I don't know if I've ever seen an actor act this way in regards to a role.
Yeah. That's beautiful. She is a good witch. Like,
It's almost as if they're telling Cynthia Erivo, like, you're a good witch, you're a good person, and she's taking it personally as if she is Elphaba. Like, it's very confusing when you're watching this, especially like a normal audience member who doesn't understand the concept of being a theater kid, and they just look at this and think, oh my gosh, this is so over the top. Every single interview is like a therapy session for these women.
What's your rate for our therapy session? Please. How much do we owe you?
They're very much aware of how incredibly emotional they have been on this interview promotional tour for Wicked, and how it is coming across to other people. They're actually getting a little bit defensive when it comes to that too.
Really emotional.
We can't help it. We're trying our best.
So they know, they understand that they are being incredibly over the top.
I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings, and I can share them.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry.
Yeah. And
I'm sorry. Like, I'm a person, I feel. It's annoyingly over the top.
someone said to me once that the green was the thing that I would love the most about Alphabet, that I would want to stay green. But actually, being green, yes, I loved playing this character. But every time I took the makeup off, I loved who I was even more.
So by playing Elphaba, she's learned self-love. She's learned to love herself even more. I'm serious. Like, this is like a therapy session.
Tell me.
Not the time, helicopter. Go. Hey. Oh, man.
Oh, no, babe. Babe.
Whoa.
What's your rate for our therapy session? Please. How much do we owe you?
Holy shit.
And you know what? I'm not sure. This honestly feels like an overcorrection to what happened during Blake Lively's press tour for It Ends With Us. And that promotional tour, that press tour actually ended up going so viral in all of the wrong ways in terms of Blake Lively as a person, how she's viewed by the public. It went horribly wrong. People were upset at how she was marketing the movie and how she was acting during the interviews, how she was promoting the movie. So I'm not sure if this is like an overcorrection to that. Like, we don't want any negative press, any bad press on this Wicked tour. You try and make all of the interviews positive, and by doing that, it's ending up looking like incredibly cringe.
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift.
You brought such light into the room. Thank you very much.
We appreciate
for coming
you.
into this room today. We needed to come in.
Do you see what I mean by that being overly complimentary towards the interviewers? Like, it comes across as very disingenuous. Like they're still in their roles of Glinda and Elphaba. It doesn't feel genuine or authentic. It feels incredibly fake.
Fiero, okay? His musical number I love so much because the girls in town love him, but also the boys do, Bo and Yang. Do we think that maybe Fiero likes the attention from both? I don't know.
Of course. Well, Oz is a very queer place and has always been.
Yeah.
Even from the L. Frank
Very
Baum
much.
books, it's always been queer.
Yeah. I think so, for sure.
Gay.
Sorry. I believe she goes on in this interview and talks about how the chickens are gay, how the pride parades are like every day in Oz or something like that. Like, I honestly can't tell if she's being serious or not. If she's making a joke, or does she really mean what she says? Is she being serious? Simply because I don't see anything genuine from these two. It really feels as if they're on. You know what I mean? And we crave authenticity, and this just doesn't feel authentic. It feels incredibly manufactured and fake, to the point where on TikTok people are making fun of them.
Ariana Grande, Cynthia, Erivo, thank you so much for being here for this interview today.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having us. Oh, this is the best day of my life. This is such an opportunity. What an honor to be here with you. Oh my gosh, I love you. And you.
Okay, well, a lot of your fans have been wanting to know, what is your favorite color?
Speechless. I'm gonna cry. I can't answer this. Do you want me to go first? Please. Okay. Funnily enough, hold my hand. Hold your hand. My favorite color, don't say it, is green. Oh! I love you so much. You're so...
Do you see what I mean? Everything feels so fake and manufactured, and ordinary people, regular people can pick up on that.
What we chose to do with the roles was something that I think that should be studied.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Dayton, Ohio.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dayton, Ohio.
Did I say something wrong?
It says this is like 3 out of 100,000 times, bro. Were they tortured on set or something? Because what the fuck? Here's another one.
When you watch this film for the first time, it truly feels like you're defying gravity.
Thank you. Stop, you're gonna make me cry.
If you could talk to your characters right now, what would you say to them?
I would just say gratitude. I want to say thank you. Yeah. Ariana, as a castmate, has been... Oh, stop. I found my sister, my soulmate.
I'm sorry. This might come off as big theater kid energy, but a lot of people just look at it and are wondering, what the hell? What is this? Why are they getting so overly emotional?
We can't help it. We're trying our best.
It's been like 3 years, people.
Sopping hearts.
There's a lot
We've had to
going
keep
on.
this in for such a long time.
And it's a full circle moment for both of you.
So what did you have for lunch on set filming Wicked?
Wow. I love you.
Like, seriously, nobody's buying any of these tears. But my favorite interview, by far, the one that has gone super viral, is this one.
Seen this week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that. Would you touch on that moment in the film when Elphaba has been banished and yet she comes into her full power at that moment of the worst time?
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I have to move myself. I have to move myself over here so we can see the best part of this interview.
Yeah.
That's really powerful.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Ariana Grande grabbing her one finger.
What's happening?
I've seen it on a couple posts. I don't know how widespread, but I am in queer media, so that's my,
That's really cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it's happening.
It's happening. It's happening, everybody. It's happening. Everyone was really making fun of this part of the interview because Cynthia Erivo acting as if she wrote the song Defying Gravity, acting as if she is the only person that's ever played Elphaba, and the interviewer touting this as this is happening everywhere. And then it ends up being, this went so viral that the interviewer was interviewed by Variety magazine, holding space for Defying Gravity. Viral Wicked journalist on getting recognized in public. She gets asked this question: tell me about the day of the junket. Did you have any concept of what this would become? And she said, I just did what I do going in for an interview. I'd interviewed Cynthia before, so I went in very sincerely. How would you define holding space? And here's where it gets a little bit political, right? Because she starts talking about the Trump presidency and Trump being elected. Holding space is being physically, emotionally, and mentally present with someone or something. For me, it means being in the moment, not being distracted and feeling something on a cellular level. I think you can hold space with the lyrics of a song. It can suddenly take on a new meaning when you're a queer person. The Trump administration is targeting LGBTQ plus people via Project 2025. When Cynthia sings, I'm through accepting limits, there's power in that. She plays a character who is othered, one who comes to her full power when she is exiled by a charlatan, by a cruel leader. Oh my gosh, I'm getting upset. There's a lot of resonance there right now. For anyone who is marginalized, for me, holding space is listening to those lyrics anew and finding solace or inspiration. So that's what it means for her, about her being marginalized as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, her feelings on Trump. But what I find funny is this right here. Do you recall any of the posts that inspired your question for Cynthia and Ariana? Remember, she's talked about it as if it was widespread.
Seen, this week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that.
Most of it actually came from a conversation with a friend. I was using that to tee up the question, and I was a little thrown off by Cynthia's response because it was so sincere and real. I was a little flustered. I could have said, I have all these friends and this is our conversation, but instead I said I'm in queer media. So that actually never happened. It never happened at all. She didn't see a bunch of people, a bunch of posts, nothing. There was no movement with people holding space with Defying Gravity. She was lying. And she made Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, she made them look like fools. This was my favorite interview because it literally stemmed from something that this journalist, this interviewer, completely making up. It was so fabricated. So people are looking at these interviews and thinking these two are incredibly disingenuous. This all seems so fake and manufactured, and it is backfiring. And it is just getting more and more attention as all of these interviews slowly spread onto different platforms. And considering they need Wicked to make a lot of money at the box office because they spent $350 million on a promotional push, unprecedented for a Hollywood studio. And that's not including the $150 million it shelled out in global P&A for the first part of Wicked, for Wicked Part 1. You can't go anywhere without seeing something about Wicked. I can't even read this article without seeing Wicked right here being advertised. Partnership with Aldo Shoes. So it is everywhere right now. And it makes sense because they spent $350 million. This movie needs to make a ton of money in order for it to be successful. And these interviews going viral, how much competition it's going to have the next couple of weeks with Moana 2 coming out, Sonic the Hedgehog is coming out. We'll see how it does. It could surprise me. I mean, it could reach $1 billion. I really expected it to reach $1 billion, but a lot of this overexposure, it's really tiring people out. I'm honestly wondering if it will get there. It won't surprise me if it does because honestly, Wicked is huge, but people might just be getting tired of these two actresses and how fake they are being and just not want to go and see the movie. I loved the movie. I have my review here if you want to go and check it out. But even though I do love this movie, I'm honestly finding all of these interviews incredibly cringe. And if someone is just coming across these interviews, wondering about Wicked, wondering if they should go and check it out, and they come across these interviews, I imagine they would be looking at these and thinking, I don't want to go and see that. I can really see that happening, and they need Wicked to make a ton of money. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.